Welcome, problem solving fans, to another problem of the day, and this one's all about area. And very soon we're going to need to know how to find the area of a triangle and the area of a rectangle. Well, it says find the area of the shaded region. Now, the easiest way to do this, because we might struggle to find the area of this shape, we might be able to do the area of this shape here, which is a triangle, but this shape is a trapezium, and we may not have learned yet how to find the area of a trapezium. So what we're going to do is tackle it a different way. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the whole rectangle and find the area of the whole rectangle. Well, as we know, the area of a rectangle is length times width. Well, we've got the length across the bottom here, that is 16, and the width is this 6 centimetres plus this extra 2 on here. So that's 6 plus an extra 2, so that is 8 centimetres. So the width is 8 centimetres. So length times width is going to be 16 times 8. Well, 16 times 8 comes out to be 8 lots of 6 is 48. So put the 8 in, carry the 4, and 8 ones are 8, plus the 4 is 12. So that's 128 centimetres squared. So the whole rectangle is 128 centimetres squared. I'm just going to highlight that because we're going to need to return to that in a little while. Now, what we could do is imagine the area of the whole rectangle being 128 and cut off the area of this triangle and cut off the area of this triangle, and whatever's left would be the area of the shaded bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to subtract the areas of the two triangles. So what we need to know now is how to find the area of a triangle. Now, the area of a triangle is equal to the base times the height divided by 2. So we need to find what the base and height is of this triangle. Well, this 2 here could be one of the numbers, but we would need to know this distance here. Well, if we know that the distance carrying on is 7, but the whole distance along the bottom is 16, then what adds on to 7 to make 16? Well, that would leave this distance having to be 9. So there is our two measurements for our small triangle. So base times height divided by 2 would be 9 times 2 divided by 2. Well, 9 times 2 is 18, and 18 divided by 2 is 9 centimetres squared. So the small triangle in the top left corner is 9 centimetres squared. So we'll just write that on there, 9 centimetres squared. Now we need to do a similar thing for the large white triangle in the bottom right corner. Well, again, it's the same formula. Just because it's a bigger triangle, it doesn't change how we do it. It's still going to be base times height divided by 2. But the numbers we're going to use this time are a bit easier. So we've got 16 for the base, and we've got 6 for the height. So that's 16 times 6 divided by 2. Well, 16 times 6, let's just work that out. 6 sixes are 36, put the 6 in, carry the 3. And 6 ones are 6 plus the 3 is 9. So that's 96. So it's 96 divided by 2. And 96 divided by 2 is 48 centimetres squared. So the area of the largest triangle is 48 centimetres squared. We're almost ready to find the area of the shaded region. So earlier we said that the total was 128, so the large rectangle was 128. I will need to take away the two smaller triangles to get the area of the shaded shape. So we need to take away 48 and then take away another 9. Well, 48 and 9 makes 57. So what we actually could do is just take 57 off 128. And we'll get our final answer. So 128 take away 57. Let's see what that leaves us with. 8 take away 7 is 1. 2 take away 5 we can't do, so borrow. So the 1 becomes a 0, and the 1 we borrowed makes that 2 into 12. 12 take away 5 is 7. So the final answer is 71 centimetres squared. So the shaded region is 71 centimetres squared. Final answer.